Look, today this is a very meeting that I want to have with you. I already sent a mail to explain how to manage the defect on ALM in this new phase. You know, now we are in the go live phase. Before we were in the testing phase, we defined some process to manage the defect, the bug in the product, in this tool. But now it's a little different because we already are in the go live. Go live means we are using the tool to manage all the new projects in our company. Okay? New project means all the project which will have the tier 0 in the future. For project which we already passed the tier 0, we are using the old tool like Boxilla, Tesla, or whatever. But for new project, we must use ALM. So how to manage the bug or the defect or the issues that we already have in ALM tool? Because the good life doesn't mean everything is perfect, of course. Of course, no. So we have some issues. We will detect some issues in the future. And for that, the ALM team need you strong support as supervisor. Okay? You are the supervisor in your team. Okay? So we need your help. We need your support to collect, to get all the feedback from people working in your team, and then report this to the ALM team. This is what I would like to explain to you. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Yes? Clear? Okay, so first thing, the first thing is, okay, what is an ALM issue? Okay? ALM issue means a bug or a defect that we have in the tool. I think something is not working as we expect. This is an issue. But it's also a new requirement. This is very important because today we are receiving many new requirements. New requirement is not a defect, it's not a bug. It's just something that we want to implement on ALM and that we didn't define before. This is an ALM issue. How to report this ALM issue and where to report this? We will use the same server, you know, the 67 server. We will continue using this server for ALM defect. But remind, ALM defect means a bug, but also a new requirement. So when you or people working in your team have a new requirement or have some defect, some bug, you should open an ALM defect in the server 67. The same than today. This is exactly the same. Mm-hmm. But I would like to highlight new requirement should use the same process. Okay? Because now we are receiving many mails from different people requesting new function, new feature, new operation. Mm-hmm. So please follow this process. You have a new thing, new function. Okay, follow this. Open an ALM defect in this server. The address, the URL to open a new ALM defect is the same than before. My suggestion again is to use your browser in your computer to open this. So in the PowerPoint, I didn't share yet the PowerPoint, but I will send later. Okay, in the PowerPoint explaining this process, I put the address, the URL, to open this web application in your browser. It's the same than before, not changed. Okay? And again, the suggestion is to use the browser. You can use the client, the ALM client. You can if you want. But if you don't want to change the parameter, because the production server is using other parameter, If you don't want to change this parameter, you can keep the client with the production server configuration and use the browser for ALM defect to submit a new defect or to check your old defect. Clear? Is clear? My English is good for you? You can understand?
Okay for me.
And for your colleague also? What do you think? Okay, so some change. When you create an ALM defect, you should put a priority. In the previous phases, we defined the priority. We defined 4 levels for priority: block, high, medium, and low. Now we will keep the same values, but the meaning is a little different. Let me explain the meaning now. If you put block, that means the issue is impacting the time to market for our project. I don't know, we are working on Pixie 3.4. If we have an issue on ALM that can delay the time to market for Pixie 3.4, this is a block issue, the priority is block. Let me explain again. For instance, if some defects in ALM are automatically delayed by the system, that means we will, no, maybe this is not a good example.
But a specific defect related to performance experienced in a specific region in order to use the ALM correctly? It is affecting.
Look, it's easier. You detect an issue in the tool. There is a problem in ALM.
Yeah.
This problem, because now we are in the Go Live, we are using the system on real project. This problem that you find can do some delay on our product, on our production. Okay? Can do some delay on Pixie 3 or no idle 3 because we are not using idle 3 on ALM. But you have an issue, and this issue related to the tool, to ALM, can do some delay in our project, in our time to market. You should put this as block, like block. This block. If we don't fix this problem, maybe the time to market will be delayed. This is the meaning of block.
But okay. But for the case, if I, for instance, if I have problems with the speed of ALM
Performance.
yeah,
Yes.
problem.
But it depends. If the performance means you need
or the application is finally crashing, you need to restart the application.
Okay.
For me, it
This
is
is
a block
impacting.
issue.
No, but that means the project that you are working on will be delayed because of this? Or the problem is you need more time?
No. In this case, it will not possible to me, this is an example, to raise the defects of my product.
Look, if this is like that, this is blocked.
I mean, if
But
it
please,
is related to the customer, it is
sure.
a OMO defect in this case. If I cannot raise the defect, for me it's blocked.
If you think this is impacting the time to market, please put as block. But please don't put everything as block,
Yeah.
because you want to just to fix your issues quickly, so you put everything as block. We need to better define the priority, and this is why I need your support as supervisor, because you know the normal trend from people is to put everything as block. But you are the supervisor. You know better than other user the priority of the issues. We need your help, because if everything is blocked, finally, that means we don't have a priority. So we need to know what is really blocked and what we can fix later. This is the meaning of the priority. Okay? So block means the problem can delay the project. Okay? If the issue doesn't impact the time to market, but is impacting the performance in software and validation team, means you need more time because the system crashes very often, so you need to open again, and maybe you need to work a little more. Maybe you need to work 1 hour more every day. So this is high because it's not impacting the time to market, but it's impacting the team efficiency. I mean, we are not very efficient because we are losing a lot of time because of this issue. But the time to market doesn't have any risk. Okay, this is high. Put priority as high. If you think it's an issue which is not impacting time to market and not impacting so much the efficiency, but then we need to fix in the incoming month, put as medium. Okay? And low priority is the same meaning than before. Low means this is an issue that we can fix in the phase 2, in ALM phase 2. I don't know when we will do the phase 2, I don't know. We want to do it, but we don't have a clear planning. So that means it's an improvement, it's a nice issue to have, but okay, it's not so really urgent to do. We can wait the phase 2. Or sometimes it's a big change, but it's not impacting the time to market. It's a big change. We have some example about that. So okay, we decide to postpone, or we need more time to better analyze how to do. Okay, postpone to phase 2. This is low. So block, impacting the time to market. High, not impacting the time to market, but impacting the daily work in software and validation. People are less efficient. People need more time to do the same. So this is high. Medium is not impacting the efficiency and the time to market, but we need to fix in the incoming month. And low, we can postpone to the phase 2. Please, it's very, I would like to highlight again, it's very important you support to define this, because the normal trend of the people is to put everything as blocked. Everybody wants to fix his issues as soon as possible, but you should understand this is not the good way to be efficient on that. If we define very well the priority, we can use our resources more efficiently. So this is why we need your support. And sometimes we spend a long time used to redefine the priority here in China. I mean here in ALM team. Okay? You know the ALM team is not very big. We have only 4 developers working on that. If these people spend time to define the priority, they have less time to fix these issues. But if you can provide us, you as supervisor, you can provide us a good priority definition, for sure we will be more efficient. We will focus on important things and postpone the thing that we can wait more than time. So this is why your help on this is very important.
Okay, so in this case for medium priority, I mean, for instance, for new improvements, there could be that many of them, maybe, could be added to the medium.
This is a new improvement. Okay, new improvement for me is medium or low.
Yeah, for me it's clear. But if we want to have it implemented, maybe people is moving to medium rather than low. But it is not a problem, I guess.
You know, maybe sometimes you cannot distinguish very well between medium and low, and we will do it. Because maybe you say, this is a new requirement, this is a new improvement. Okay, you put a medium, we should do it very soon. But maybe when we analyze this, we say, we need a long time. We need to do big change. We need to better analyze. We cannot do it in the incoming month. We need more time.
This is the example of the email notification we were talking before. For me,
no, for me this is like a high menu.
Yeah, for me too. But I mean, we need to have it implemented.
Yes. Okay. Any other question about the priority? Okay. Another important field that you have in the ALM defect is the issue type. This is very important now to define very well when you report an issue, when you report an ALM defect, we should define if this is a problem on the tool, this is a bug on the tool, or if this is a new requirement, or this is other thing. So this is why we define this value in the issue type. You know, when you create an ALM defect, you have the priority and then you have the issue type. You have these values. We keep the same values than before. We only remove some values because now we don't need to manage many different kind of type. We will keep product bug. This is clearly a bug on the tool. Something that should be worked like that is working in another way. It's a problem. It's a problem to fix. You put product bug. If this is a system limitation, okay, maybe sometimes you don't know this, but in this case the ALM team will put system limitation. I think maybe for supervisor, maybe this value is not clear.
Yeah, maybe it's, okay. For us it's more common product bug.
Forget this.
Yeah.
If you know this is a system limitation, then you can put this.
Yeah.
I don't know if some people from your team report an ALM defect to have a query to display 100,000 items. And you know this is a limitation because we cannot do a query, a huge query like that. Okay, you can put directly system limitation. If you know, put this. If not, no, don't worry.
Also for the file attachment. It is now 10 megs.
This is another topic. This is another we will discuss later about that. If this is something that we can fix in our team here in TCT, okay, we will put customization defect. Again, if you don't know this, don't worry, you can put product bug. But if you see your defect have this value, somebody changed to customization defect, that means we can fix by ourselves here in IT. Okay? New requirement, this is very important. If the issue is not related to the defect, it's not related to a problem in the tool, it's a new thing that you want to implement, please put new requirement. This is very important. If you know the issue is related to a new requirement or new improvement, please put new requirement there. It's very important for us to, because if this is a new requirement, we need to evaluate, to have a review with other side. The process is different. Okay? Okay, if you don't know, you can put other. Other means other thing, other reason that we didn't put in this table.
The priority is not linked to this issue type, right?
No, it's completely different. It's separate.
Okay, because for the new requirement, you cannot block?
Yes, why not? There is something missing in the tool.
Okay.
Some function that we forgot to define, but this is blocking the time, this is impacting the time to market.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a new requirement, it's not a bug, but it's blocked because it's impacting the time to market. Okay? We forget the data issue, the operation, the functional enhancement, the solution adjustment, and the system configuration. Forget these values. Don't use this. We had these values in the previous phase. Now, forget this. Okay, what is the process or the workflow to report these issues? So normally, the user can create an ALM defect directly in the tool, as I explained, or you as supervisor you can create these issues in the system. I prefer to decide how you want to manage in your team. You won't allow people in your team to create ALM defect, or you prefer your people in your team to send information to you, you evaluate and you create the defect. It's your decision. You can do as you want. The only thing is, if people in your team create the defect, is the first option, is user create defect, these people should assign the defect to you. So please, very important, you should communicate with your team, with your people, and tell them the new issues should be assigned to you. Okay? Then you should do the first review. You should check if the priority is good. You should check if the issue type is good. You should check the description. Very important, because many times we receive an issue and we don't understand what is the... So please check the description is clear. We have all the information. Because again, if this is not clear, the developer will spend time on that. And the problem is we don't have 1,000 alien developer on that. So this is why we need your support to be more efficient. Okay, you check the issue first. You check the priority, issue type, the description. Okay. If you think this is not an issue, because it's a mistake from people, you can close directly. Close the issue. You put this is a mistake, or this is... Because this is another thing. Many times when people don't know how to do something, they open an alien defect. But it's not a defect. This is because they didn't understand the training, or they forget, or whatever. So you need only to explain. No, to do this, you should do this. We don't need an alien defect. So you can close. You have the power to close issues in alien. But if you think this is an issue, okay, this is a bug, or this is a new requirement, or whatever, in this case you will assign to the main SPOC. SPOC means single point of contact. Who is your main SPOC? If you don't know, I will show you in the table later. Then the main SPOC will check this issue. If you have question, the main SPOC will check with you or with the owner. He can close the issue. If the main SPOC thinks it's not an issue, he can close. If this is a real issue, the main SPOC will assign to our ALM team here in TCT, to Vivian. Because this is a real issue. Okay? So Vivian is the fourth assignee for real issues that we need to investigate in R&D. Okay, so we will investigate. Sorry. I forgot. When the supervisor assigns the defect to the main SPOC, you should change the state to assignee.
Oh.
The state of the defect. You put assignee and you assign to. By default, it's open. Okay, and then you can close. You can change to close it, or you can change to assignee. Mm-hmm. Okay, after that, we can assign to different people, but the state is the same. Once we start working on this issue, we change the state to in progress. So in progress means we are working on that. It's not because you assign the defect to Vivian, that doesn't mean we are working on that. Okay? Because Vivian needs some time to check, to review this. But once we accept the issue, we put in progress. And then you have different options. we fix the issue. If we fix the issue, we will put the state as in review. Then the owner should verify the correction. Means the problem is fixed. So the owner should check defect in review created by him or by her, and then check if the problem is really fixed or not. Very important. During the previous phase, we had many problems because very often we needed to push people to check defect in review. I know sometimes, okay, you need some time to review it, but for us it's very important when we release the correction, we put in review, please check the correction as soon as possible. I need your help also to highlight this message to your people in your team. Please explain to your team or remember or remind to them to check at least every day, to check their defect in review and check every day. You know, you can easily do a query in ALM to display only your defect in review. I mean, it's very easy to go to the system and know what is the defect in review. And then the process is very similar. You check the defect in review. If this is fixed, you change to close. You close the defect. Else, you change to assignee again, and you assign to beaming. This is the normal rule, the global rule. So again, very important, because in the previous phases, some people forgot to change the state. Some people tell me, when I push people to verify some defect, people tell me, but I already checked yesterday. Yes, but you forgot to change the state, so we don't know.
So the tester will be the people that have reported the issue.
Let's call this the owner. It's not the tester, because now all the user, even if you are not the tester, you can report an ALM defect. Yeah. I mean, the people who created the defect should review the correction and change the state to close or to assign again.
Okay, for instance, in EMEA,
Yes.
if we decide to the people reporting the issue open the defect, okay?
Everyone can create the defect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can create the defect, then the supervisor will check it. When the defect will be fixed,
yes,
the reporter will check the issue.
Should
but if it fails, to move to assign, it will be assigned. This reporter will assign directly to BIM.
Yes. Yes.
In this
no
case,
need to assign again to the supervisor.
Okay, that's my question. Okay. It's just to have it clear in the process, you know?
I don't think.
Because when
global rule, no need to assign again to you. Why?
No. It's just to have it clear, to follow
Yes,
the open process. Okay.
Sure.
It's just because he assigned to the supervisor, but okay.
And
it makes sense.
Look, this is the global rule. But if you check your defect, because BIM is the default assigning ID, but BIM will assign to other people.
Yeah.
If you know in your defect other people, like Chris, for instance, Chris is working on your defect, and your defect is failed, you can assign directly to Chris.
Because what we have in Mozilla right now is to assign to the last assignee.
Yes.
I don't know if we can use this approach.
But in this server, we don't have this.
Okay.
No, this is good for the production server, but in this server.
In this case, it is not. Okay.
Let me check this. I'm not sure. I think we don't have it. I will check later this. It's a good suggestion.
No, because in this case, I will send the process to the guys, for EMEA, but it's just to have it clear that in this case, in this flow state, they need to assign to BIM. It should be easier to assign to the last assignee, the one that supplied the defect fixing the issue.
Yes, I think it's better to assign to the last assignee, even if I don't put this in
Also, the workload to be should be decreased.
No, because look, no, it's assigned to the ISIT. I put bibbing by default,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean it's mandatory to assign to bibbing. You should assign to ALM team, but it's not mandatory to assign to bibbing.
But by default, the spoke. I mean, if I don't have any other contact, in my case, my contact always is bibbing.
If you don't have any other contact, assign to bibbing.
Okay.
But if in the defect you know very clear who can take your defect, again, assign to him. If you don't know, assign to bibbing, and bibbing will assign again.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, to do easy. Okay, so this is the first case we fix the problem. If you report a new requirement, but we need to better discuss this requirement, because I don't know, you in Europe, you have a new requirement, or people in Huizhou have a new requirement, but this new requirement is impacting other sites. Of course, before implementing this, we need to have a review together. Okay? In this case, we will put the defect as PM review, project management review. That means we receive your requirement, but we need to evaluate, we need to take a global decision. So we are in this phase. This is PM review. And then, after this management review, we can reject the issue. Finally, we decide not to implement this because, for any reason, or we can accept this issue. If we accept, okay, we will follow the normal process to put in review, and then you will check the new implementation, you will accept or reject. And the other case is the issue can be not fixed by our ALM team in TCT. We need to report this to PTC. PTC is the supplier. In this case, we will put pending. Pending state means we report this to PTC because we cannot fix by ourselves, and we are waiting a feedback from them. The workflow is very similar than before, very similar. Just to remember the meaning of different states. Again, I will share with you this information, okay? So that you can check when you work. Okay, in the PowerPoint I put the explanation for each state, but I think it's the same that I have you explain now. Yes, it's exactly the same. Let me check if I put for you to have this information. If you want to, if you forget the meaning of each state, you can check this PowerPoint. But the explanation is exactly the same. Yes, it's the same. Okay, some rules or some, I don't know if this is rule, something that I want to highlight. It's ALM, it's not AML. It's ALM. We needed, and this is very important because sometimes we didn't have a good support in the previous phase. We need you to review issues in your team. Else, we will receive many times the same problem, because you know, if in your team there is an issue, different people will report the same. But here in IT, we don't know if the issue is the same or not. So we need to spend time to read the issue and to check if this is the same. So this is why your support is very important. Please review all the issues reported by your team. In the case your team is reporting a lot of issues and you don't have the time, please let me know. In this case, we need to change the organization. But normally, you should be able to manage this issue. I mean, you will not receive one 1,000 issues every day. If this is the case, let me know, and we change the organization. Maybe we need to put more supervisors. But in the normal way, we need your support to review the issues before coming to us. We need your filter. You should filter the issues and assign to us the real issues. If this is a question, if this is something that they don't know, you can fix directly. You can explain, and no need to spend time on that in the team. Remind you, as supervisor, you can close issues. If you see an issue and you think this is not a real issue, please close this, so that we don't need to spend time on that. Or you can assign to the main SPOC, single point of contact. The main single point of contact can close or assign the defect to the ALM team by default bidding. I already explained this. When a defect is in review, please, the owner should check this. I spent a long time in the previous phase used to highlight to people to review their issues. Frankly speaking, I don't think this is efficient to spend time to send mails to, hey, please could you check? And call people, hey, please could you check? So, because sometimes people forget, I understand people forget, but this is why I need your help. Please highlight to people in your team to review, to check the defect in review and provide the feedback. Sometimes the team will assign the defect, even if the defect is not fixed, they can assign to you, or they can assign to the owner because they have some question. Maybe the description is not clear, so they will ask, please could you better explain this, or could you provide me some more information? So as a global rule, please check at least every day defect assigned to you, whatever the state. Because this is another problem. Many times the developer needs some question and need to spend a long time to contact the good people, to ask, to highlight, to remember. So if we follow this process, if we check at least every day, it's very easy. You can do a query to display the defect assigned to you. So you need to click. If there is any issue assigned to you, you will see. Else, okay, you have nothing, no problem. And just to finish, just to remember, this is the table with the ALM team, where you have the main SPOC. We have 3 or 4 if bidding is a main SPOC. Okay, we have one main SPOC for requirements, for another for validation, and another for software. Please pay attention because we changed some people in this table. Okay, so now the main SPOC for requirement is Lily 1, here in the conference today. SEDI, the same than before, for validation. And for software is Xiangjiang. Sorry for my Chinese pronunciation. And then you have the supervisor. In this table, you can see the link between the main SPOC and the supervisor. Okay? So, if you want to know who is your main SPOC, okay, check this table. This table is also available in ALM, in the FAQ, the frequent answer question. I mean, sometimes we have changed this table. If you want to be sure you have the letter table, please go to ALM, open the the item relate to the ALM team. I don't remember the name. You can do a query by ALM team or structure team or something like that, and then you can have the later table. Just to remind, the seeder user is the people who can help other member in the team to use the tool. Okay, these people are working on, we can say, on these people, the seeder user are focused on provide the support about how to use the tool, but not necessarily about how to report the issues, how to report the defect. For defect, supervisor, you are supervisor, you are the people who should provide the support in the project. Question?
I have one. Is
Yes.
it about notifications
Yes.
on this server?
A mail notification? I don't know if this is working, the mail notification. We are implementing the mail notification, but this is in the production server. In this server,
It is not?
not change. Not change.
I mean, we don't have any plan to implement it in the...
No, the plan is to migrate this to the production server.
Okay.
No, we don't want to spend time on this server because.
It's logic, yeah.
But you know, migrate this needs some time also. If okay, we need to plan to migrate all the ALM Defect to the production server, so that we can use the mail notification and all the change, all the change that we are implementing. Because now we are not implementing, we are not fixing issues on this server.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I will share with you this PowerPoint. We have a video about this presentation. I will share with you so that we can share with people who doesn't meet this meeting. We're not here in the meeting. If you have any question, please let me know. But again, your support is really very important on this. If we don't have your support, we will be less efficient. We will need more time to fix issue because we will spend more time. So this is why it's very important your support. Any question? No?
No.
I think it's clear. Okay, thank you for your time. And thank you for your support on this. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.